You could try that, okay? So, and of course, if you're doing doubles, you don't want to play it that fast. So you play kind of almost half tempo. But I have to say, your extensions are getting much better. Just occasionally you don't move your thumb, okay? And all that does is it changes your hand position. If the thumb, see what happens, my thumb's back here, and it's gonna pull that finger flat, okay? So as long as you're keeping it laid out, things will fall in the right spot. There was a very famous cellist, he's passed away, but his name was János Starker, and he was a Hungarian cellist who came to this country a long time ago. And when he first came to the country, he came as principal cellist of the Metropolitan Opera. I think it was Matt, either at a New York Phil, I don't remember, one of the others. However, and then he went on to teach, and he had a long teaching career teaching at Indiana. And one summer I went out and studied with him. And it was like a master class thing for like 3 days. So we did this one thing, and a lot of people played a bunch of fun stuff, but he was really, really good at imitating people. I mean, just really, I should say really bad for the people. So this, there's a very famous piece, it's a Brahms sonata. And it's in F major, and it starts out, I don't know. Anyhow, that's what I got. But anyhow, it starts off with this giant in the piano, and it's like this, and the cello comes in. Piano is just like, you know, flames are coming out of the piano. And so Starker stops him and he goes, you know, at least, I mean, the accompanist just gave you this amazing start to this piece, and you come in rather calm. At least look angry. So then he imitates this person exactly. You know, it's like, you know, he looks like super angry, and I mean, everybody just fell out of their chair. And so then he goes, ideally, it should be both. And then he played it how it goes, and you know, it just, I mean, so excellent. It was really cool. But the funny thing was, I was thinking about your cello being out of tune, okay? And it does give us problems. But the very first day he comes in, and the first person plays, and I don't remember what they played, whether it was Bach or concerto or something like that. And so he had just been to Hawaii for like the past 3 weeks or something, hadn't touched his cello. So he comes in and he has a nice Hawaiian shirt on, and you know, deep dark tan. He was a very short man and very bald, just had a little hair around here, and kind of looked. He was kind of hairy, kind of looked kind of primitive, if you know what I mean, like that. So he goes over, he gets the cello out, and he just sits down and plays. It just sounds gorgeous. He goes, "Oh, I forgot to tune," and his cello was just, oh my! It was just so out of tune. It was. He probably did it all the time on purpose. But the point is, it doesn't matter if your cello is out of tune or not. As long as you're listening, you can still play in tune on it. Okay. So, and every cello that you play in is going to be a little bit different as to where the notes are. And so that's why we practice intonation, because when you switch cellos or have to play something different, have to match somebody, you have to be able to adjust. Okay. So you're beginning to do that, which is very, very good. But even though I was wondering why it was a little out of tune, but it's because your cello was out of tune. Okay. But it shouldn't make any difference. Okay, good. Because when I played it, I was having to move. Every time I got on the G string, I was having to move back. Okay, good, very good. All right, now, so let's move onward. So I was thinking perhaps what we should do, we're going to jump ahead a little bit. We'll come back and do these, but the reason I want to play this next one is because it's double stops. Have you played many double stops? And I was noticing when you were just playing almost double stops with the string alternations, it was not in tune. Okay, so this will actually help. So, this is it's not a fast piece, it's slow, but there's nice double stops in a variety of places. So notice, what does WB mean? Hold on, very good. So you're going to start right. notice the ending is on an up bow, so you can't get, you want to end. Okay, now, when you're playing a fifth and double stops with the same finger, you flatten your finger out, but you can tune it by rolling in with the pressure or out with the pressure. So here, listen. And so you just have to figure out where the pressure is, okay? Anyhow, you get all that, and then here's where the fun starts. Okay, you start getting all of this double stop. So this is hard, okay? But as long as you're playing the right notes and you work at it, so remember when you're playing a first finger, you can tune that first. So if you're trying to figure out where these notes go, that's going to be a perfect fourth. And then you can reach over and just think the C here, it's going to be in tune with the other. Okay? And that'll help you out there. And then the fifths are really hard, but the bottom note you want to get, and then you want that pitch to stay the same without changing when you play. Okay, this one's a little harder to tune because it's a third, okay? The thirds, you want to hear this bottom line, so you have D sharp. So that's where we want the pitch on that F sharp. Okay, so have fun. It's hard, and be patient, okay? But really work on the intonation. All right, so let's mark that one down, and maybe we'll look at one of them. So I think we're okay on the, I think the other one will be fine too. So we're okay with this one. It was just that one spot, and you kind of fixed that, so that's good. Let's do this one. Okay, today is the 15th, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll put that one down. We'll put the double stop one down. Okay, so just one thing here about this one. Notice it says upper half, so you're not allowed to go below the frog.